Welcome to my Minecraft terraforming series. This is the first episode. As I'm sure you guys know, I originally I brought up this concept a couple months ago, and I said I would try to get the new video out soon, and I just haven't done it yet. There's a couple reasons for that. One of them being I just have been kind of lazy, but also I was almost done making that first video and my footage got corrupted, so the whole video was ruined. And I literally did so much, I made so much progress in that video, but it is what it is, so we're just gonna deal with it. So I'm just gonna show you what would have happened in that first episode, and then in this episode we are going to be making something new. So as for what I built in that first episode, it was this. Before, it was just a normal mushroom island. I added like my own custom built mushrooms of all different colors. I added one giant mushroom in the center of the island. This kind of looks like a booty plug, but I mean, this is basically all I did. I just kind of made the island look a bit more alive and a bit more unique with some different colored mushrooms. I literally have every different color pretty much in here, just to kind of make the island look a bit cooler. I think what I'm gonna do in this video is work on a mushroom village. Now, this being the first episode, I also want your feedback. Do you want me, because terraforming this entire mushroom island is going to be like, I'm planning on maybe mushroom caves, obviously the mushroom village, maybe any other suggestions you guys have. If you have a suggestion, put it in the comments, and if I like it and I think it would work, then I might do it. Now I'm thinking for this village, I think mushroom houses, would make the most sense, right? Let me come up with a quick design for a mushroom house. And for the first house design, this is what I came up with. There's a little campfire right outside the house roasting some ham. And then you go inside. It obviously looks like a mushroom. And then you go inside. We got smoker, furnaces, blast furnace, a stove, crafting table, some windows, some storage up there, a little desk, and then you can go downstairs, and this is where the bedroom is. This is, hold on, this is a one-person house, and I'm thinking I will also make a two-person house, maybe a three-person house, like a family home, and, different varieties of houses. I think next I'm going to build a house for the blacksmith, and it is going to be a black mushroom because, that makes sense. I was designing the interior and I kind of ran out of things to put in here, so I guess I'll come back to this. Now I am kind of designing the bee... What? Oh, okay. Alrighty, it is probably like a couple weeks after that last clip. It is July 5th, the day after 4th of July, in case you can't count like me. And I just made a promise on my community tab that on YouTube, which you should check that often because I post out there all the time. But I promised that it'll be out by SummerSlam, so you should be seeing this video before SummerSlam. We have to just do the caves and we will be all done with this. I'm not sure exactly how far I want these caves to expand. Do I want it to go all the way down to here? Do I just want to do this big open area over here? We'll kind of just go with the flow and see how it goes. I think the sulfur caves fit the mushroom island the best. So there's going to be probably some sulfur spikes and stuff like that. There's obviously going to be lots of cinnabar used because it matches the red with all the mushrooms on the surface. So yeah, I'm going to just kind of get to building and see what happens. Maybe I can even do something cool with this mine shaft. Maybe I could replace it with the mangrove wood. So that's actually what I'm going to start off with. I just replaced the planks with mangrove planks. I would use the new well, they're not new yet because they're not in the game, but I would use the poplar wood because I feel like that would fit the mushroom island even better. However, that's coming out in the fall, and this video is happening before then. So I kind of just have to deal with what I've got right now. I'm gonna replace these with the mangrove logs, and I'm gonna move them out and have them like extend up past, because like I think it looks better. Okay, actually I'm really liking how this looks, and also just to make this more pleasurable for your viewing experience, I am going to give myself night vision just to make this better. Oh, that's so much better. And then here I put some vines so that you're able to climb up here. It's kind of slow. Then I kind of just started replacing all the other wood and fences and all that good stuff with the mangrove version of it. I cleared out an area of the cave. You know, I blew it up. I flattened it out, made it look a little bit more natural. I fixed the rails. Just making it more mushroom themed. And I also added some rooms. One of them was like a storage room with some moss carpet in it and some lanterns and a campfire. Like someone could live in there. They could store the ores they get from mining in there. I added some lanterns that are hanging from the ceiling of the cave to make it, because I figured it would look really cool. I really like how hanging lanterns look just in general, and I think it turned out pretty good. And then I started adding some, yeah, why did I say it like that? I started adding some lanterns. I finished placing all the mangrove wood, replacing the oak wood. I built another little room, and instead of fences, I used some cinnabar walls. But the room I built was like a cooking room where they make the food for all the miners. There's blast furnace, there's a normal furnace. Logs holding up the actual mine shaft. I placed some vines on the ceiling. I built a little campfire area. I made like the pathway on the mines look worn out. I replaced some of the full blocks with slabs and stairs. I built a new mushroom because I was building a mushroom cave and I realized this cave doesn't have any mushrooms, so that was an issue. I really liked how it turned out. I built some that came out of the walls. I built some that came out of the ceiling. Just adding lots of variety, making it actually look more like a mushroom cave, because before it just kind of looked like a cave with a weird looking mine shaft. And then I placed some mushrooms on the ground, like normal, like the block of mushrooms, or you know what I'm talking about. You see it on the screen. I placed some shelves around the bottom of the logs just to give it some more texture. Okay, if you are wondering why there's some random XP orbs and some random mob loot, it's because I was trying to give this place a red haze and like red particles by changing the biome using the fill biome command to the Crimson Forest, which has a red haze and red particles and stuff. But I had the problem that piglins and hoglins and zombie piglins all started spawning, so I had to kill all of them. It was a nightmare. It's good now though. I looked it up, and apparently the Badlands have a kind of orangish reddish haze too, so we're gonna see if it works. I used fill biome command, so we're gonna try this again with the Badlands. And where is this haze you speak of? Yeah, I think it was just wrong. I also learned how to use the replace block command. So what I think I'm going to do to make this seem more lively is put in some moss blocks. All right, here we go. slash fill. Bang, 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 bang. We go moss block. Replace stone. Can I do multiple? No. Okay. Stone. Looking good. Then we go down here. Do the same thing. Ooh! We'll also have it replace the mycelium that I placed, because I was trying to place mycelium to get the mobs to not spawn. So, but that didn't work because nether mobs can still spawn on mycelium. So, yeah, it didn't work out. But this is looking good. We're improving here. Yabba. Wait. Let me. Yabba. What? Yabba. Yabba. Oh wait. I mean. Oh whoops. Hold on. Okay. Yabba. And yabba. Let's go. This is looking pretty nice. And yabba. And yabba. Perfect. We're going to put in some clay because usually there's clay in these biomes. Clay has been placed. I do have a thing I need to test though. Can these come off of this? They can. Actually, I think I'm going to remove these red vines because green and red are literally like complete opposite colors, at least almost. And I think like the greenery will look better than the red vines. So I'm going to get rid of these real quick. Vines removed. Alrighty. The ceiling has also been replaced. I got a little bit of work to do right here. Looking much better. I am loving the way this is shaping up right now. I mean, just the greenery with the mushrooms looks amazing. I just finished placing all of the moss, so now I'm going to go back to replacing these mushrooms because they obviously all broke when I replaced the blocks with moss. And that is looking absolutely beautiful. I'm actually really liking how this mushroom cave is coming out. We're going to place some vines here next, I think. Now I just have to wait for those to grow. Now we will place some glowberries. Alrighty, I just need to wait for these to grow, and we are getting very close to done here, I think. Put in some moss carpet all around here. Okay, I figured it would kind of cool to, like, I looked for inspiration on Google, and I kind of made like a weird shaped mushroom house. I think it looks pretty good. And now that I built it, I'm realizing it's behind this, which is not good, but you know what, it's okay. For this window, I built just some like a mushroom shape with glass panes. I think it looks pretty good. All right, house finished, and I think we're done. What I am going to do though is add some axolotls, and then I want to add some bees and sniffers up on the surface because I feel like they fit the mushroom island pretty well. Axolotls have been spawned. I also just added a little waterfall with I added some coral to this pond too, and some coral up here, and I think this place just looks absolutely incredible. Let me remove my night vision and see how it looks. I mean, dude, look at that. That is just amazing. This looks absolutely incredible. Now let's head up to the surface, put in some sniffers and bees, and we will be done with this, I think. Sniffers have been placed.